Hi everyone, it's Miss Brenner. I just wanted to quick go over the Black Cat Slides project with you to make sure that we all have a clear understanding of the expectations for this project. If you're wondering where you can find the resources for this project, I did move it into Week 6 folder. And so as we go and open it up here, you can see there are the directions and the slides. So let's take a look at the directions real quick. So after reading this short story, The Black Cat, you will create a Google slide presentation on one of the following topics. I want you to be specific in your analysis and connect examples from the story to the assigned motif, which is going to be your central topic. And remember, motifs are patterns of images or ideas that lend themselves naturally to the development of the central story. Your Google slides should be a minimum of 8 slides, which would be, a title slide, 3 examples from the text slides, 3 explanations of analysis slides, and 1 citations slide, and contain textual support of your analysis. So, as far as citations go, you will at least have a citation for the story The Black Cat, on top of whatever other citations you might need. If you have to do any research, some of the options require research, so you would need additional citations for that. Alrighty, option 1. In the first paragraph of the story, the narrator suggests the story has been both supernatural and logical as far as explanations of events. Choose events from the story and explain your supernatural as well as logical basis for these different events, and connect to Poe's purpose in creating this double-edged reading of the tale. So why would Edgar Allan Poe create a story that could be read in 2 different ways? Option 2. This short story is considered a Gothic tale. Examine The Black Cat and explain whether it adheres to the characteristics of that genre and if or how they connect to the story's mood. So mood is how it makes the reader feel, so the atmosphere within the story. Make sure to research the Gothic genre, which means the history and expectations of the genre, prior to completing this assignment. So that would be one that would require further research. One of the main motifs, this is option 3. One of the main motifs in this story is that of revenge. Identify instances that unite this pattern to a central idea Poe is suggesting. This central idea must be a full sentence, it must be arguable, and it must focus on the motif of revenge. How does the actions of the narrator reinforce this central idea while pushing the plot forward? So if you have any experience with theme, or you want to have more experience with theme, I would recommend option 3, because theme is pretty much the central idea of the story in a full sentence that is arguable and focuses on a motif, which in this story would be revenge. So if you feel comfortable working with theme, option 3 is a very good option for you. Option 4. Throughout the tale, the narrator's commits a number of criminal acts which, instead of trying to conceal, he seems purposely to expose. Examine the plot of the story and the narrator's actions to decide his role in his own downfall. Use these examples from the story to determine the narrator's state of mind throughout the story. Is he criminally insane, or is he clear of mind but not of conscience? So if you really thoroughly enjoy the stories where you are a detective and have to enforce justice, this might be the option for you, because like we said in option 1, I'm trying to remember if it's option 1 or option 2. There are 2 different ways you could read this story, and even in between those 2 different ways, I think you could go really in depth with this story as to his guilt and whether he can be tried for this crime. Alrighty. So as far as grading goes, we have different categories. Category 1 is grammar and citation. So this is a 3-point category. Students use proper grammar throughout their project and have gone back to check for mistakes in punctuation, spelling, words, and sentence formation. Students also make sure to use text citations and have a full citation of their final citation on their final citation slide. So that's how you would get your full 3 points for grammar and citations. Obviously, those points go down if those things are not met. Literary evidence and literary analysis. These are both 5-point categories. In order to get the full 5 points for literary evidence, students use evidence from the text to support their opinions and the story, and make direct references through quotes, paraphrasing, and summary of the story. As far as literary analysis, students use elements of foreshadowing and knowledge gained through research and discussion to analyze the deeper narrative meaning within the story. So that is how you get the 5 points for both of those categories. and then 7 points for content and directions. Students are able to follow all directions as explained in the project layout above, and if the student should have questions, they are self-motivated and contact the teacher. Alrighty, so that is the rubric. It is a project that is worth 20 points, and that is how it is broken apart. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I did already pre-make the slides for you, so as you can see, they're just blank slides. Nothing fancy to them. You can change the theme, you can change the colors. I just ask that you make it easy to read, so please do not do like light yellow text on a white background. That will really hurt my eyes to read. So please don't do that. Please make them easy to read. I love color, and I love when you add images, so please feel free to do that. But just do not do anything where it makes it difficult to read. Alrighty guys, that is everything for the directions, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!